Promethean figures are those that exhibit traits that make them unique and distinct from the general population. From being inherently rebellious to curious for knowledge, these figures take their nature and build their power. These figures are constantly being challenged because of their power and their ambition for success. From the characters developed in pop culture and in literary works, these figures can be compared and analyzed by their role in that particular work. In modern work, Olivia Pope in Scandal is an excellent example of an ambitious, rebellious, and unpredictable character who uses these traits to build her power in DC and in the White House from her successful law firm. From the most popular work of literature, Frankenstein's Victor resembles the characteristic of an ambitious character that allows him to challenge the position of God and becoming God himself by building his power from creating life. The monster in Frankenstein suffers from his creation and creates his power from revenge and justice to Victor. We will determine if the power of politics, revenge, or life is too powerful. Like all powerful figures, it is always influenced by family. Olivia Pope's father was command of B613, a powerful secret CIA-like agency that has ordered several killings and crimes to protect and serve the White House without their knowledge. She derives her ambition from her father in a way to seek power not from the agency itself, but being the source of power itself, the White House. Olivia is Promethean because she has the motivation to succeed from her ambitious background and her desire for power greater than what her father had. In Scandal, Olivia Pope and her associates in the law firm are known as gladiators, in the sense that they are badass and almost unstoppable. They serve their clients as highest priority and make sure they're always the winning side. The name itself motivates the law firm to stay determined yet aggressive. Like any team, a strong, fearless leader is needed to keep the group determined and serious. Olivia Pope is that leader for the group of her gladiators because of her strong personality that makes her driven. Olivia Pope's ambition is to control the White House and DC, while Victor uses his ambition to create power similar to God, and the monster's ambition is to get revenge on his creator, Victor. Olivia's ambition is important to her character as the leader in her law firm. Her goals of controlling DC politics impacts the show's story because it's surrounded by her actions and her strong traits. Because she is so focused, she gets what she wants. Therefore, she is unpredictable in her actions. Olivia Pope has a strong character which makes her unstoppable to what she wants and her goals. Because of her drive, she puts her goals and her clients first, which means nothing comes in her way. Since nothing comes in her way, we are regularly surprised by her actions. Olivia Pope's father, Rowan, is seen as ruthless and purely evil, as he sentences several killings, tortures, and other actions. As he retires and passes his title, Olivia grows to take over the position of command, which makes her extremely dangerous and unpredictable, just like her father. In Season 7, Olivia sentences a killing of President Rashad to help get a treaty for the White House, which her team did not know about.
An order to assassinate President Rashad.
No, I did.
You did.
I gave the order by the authority vested in me by my post as command of B613, a secret intelligence unit walled off from all other agencies within the U.S. government, an organization that has existed for decades, an organization being run by Jake Ballard out of the old pool under the White House briefing room at this moment, an organization that is secretly funded through a loophole in the defense budget.
Hold it.
In Season 4 of Scandal, Olivia was kidnapped and tortured by previous Vice President Andrew. Once she was put in a room with him, he discussed the trauma, which caused her to lose it, and she kills him. This is one of the many examples of Olivia being unpredictable.
Low-level politicos, you got nothing to offer me. How could you? I've already got everything I wanted, everything I needed and deserved. Revenge. I got revenge.
You think you get revenge? You don't get revenge! That's mine! That's mine! Mine!
Olivia often acts independent, even though she has a team. This makes her really unpredictable, as her team does not know usually what she does. Olivia's team provides the background information. However, Olivia keeps a lot of secrecy throughout the show, like the assassination of Rashad, and killing Andrew, the vice president, which makes her unable to communicate effectively with her team, leading to a surprising turn of events throughout the show. Olivia controls the White House slowly as she engages in an affair with the president, which Tom in the orange suit knows about because he works with B613. By controlling the president, she often does several orders in favor of the president. Again, secrecy and unstable decisions are made throughout the show. Olivia makes impulsive and quick decisions, while Victor and Frankenstein have thought about their actions and decisions. Being unpredictable makes someone quick to decisions and intelligent. Olivia knows what's on her mind and she is beyond determined, and this makes her the character that she is. She usually acts alone and in secrecy, which causes a lot of lost trust in her relationships and friendships. Victor from Frankenstein craves for power and creating life, to play the role of God and to be God himself. He is Promethean for his ambition and his goal, creating life out of death. Victor's ambition shapes the story of Frankenstein. Because Victor uses his mother's death as a motivational factor for his goal and his intense curiosity for life, it would have not contributed to the monster. Because he was motivated to create life, this changes once the monster was not what he expected when he came alive, which, again, contributed to the climax of the story, where Victor realizes his failure and mistake.
It's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Oh, in the name of God. Now I know what it feels like to be God.
Olivia and Victor's ambition is craving to become a person that is all-powerful. Victor wants to play God, while Olivia wants to play ruler of DC. The monster uses his ambition not to increase his power, but to enact revenge that is righteous, which makes him distinct from the other characters. Ambition is an important trait for someone to be characterized as Promethean, due to their motivation and drive to become someone authoritative and dominant. Victor expresses this trait explicitly because of his intense drive to becoming something he is not, but he identifies his mistake and suffers from this yearning of power. The monster is created out of curiosity and lust for power by Victor. As Victor's creation, Victor suffers regret in creating the monster, so throughout the story, the monster faces abandonment, and it takes a toll on his view of Victor, thus building his revenge. The monster is Promethean in his ambition to give back what he got, suffering. His revenge consisted of forcing Victor to making another monster like him, and killing the people he loved, expressing the feeling in his heart. The monster learns about family by secretly staying in someone's house, which built his knowledge about a mother and father figure. This helped him understand that he had a creator and that he abandoned him. Because of his ambition for revenge, the monster builds his power to enact the pain on Victor that Victor put on the monster. This shapes the story that the monster uses his ambition to ask for a friend like him and for the killings to get back at Victor. The monster's ambition creates a different type of power, power derived from hate rather than motivation and drive like in Victor and Olivia. Victor and Olivia have an endpoint, and that has been formed for years. The monster formed his ambition after his pain instead of goals. The monster derives his grit from revenge, which makes the story almost a chase or slow realization that evil does not answer or solve problems, rather can make someone feel more alone and vulnerable. So what is the importance of all these different types of powers? Olivia's power is dangerous, but one formed from determination, where most of the audience watching Scandal would strive for. However, the determination for power can result in sidetracks or loss of focus. Olivia suffers from losing her personality and many of her relationships with her co-workers, friends, and family because of her being secret and powerful. We know that Victor's power is selfish and strong, and his curiosity and knowledge make him so powerful that it troubles him, and it ends with a creation that he regrets. The monster's power is his drive for revenge, because of his sufferings. The traits exemplified by Victor, Olivia, and the monster make them Promethean because of their ambition. They all have a goal that makes them more powerful than normal. Does revenge promote dangerous power? Does innovation of life create alarming potential? Does the power to rule make someone unstoppable or hazardous? Power can overall be dangerous, and is ultimately dependent on the source where it came from. Someone may have the same power and traits, but are not focusing on exceeding their ability. Goals may be so strict that it creates a person too focused on the goal itself instead of everything else around them, which can cause destruction. Revenge can be weak or aggressive, so its level can be determined by its strength of power. So what? Basically, we are all capable of power, but we all have to control our internal motivation for control over everything. There must be limits to power.